guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited you clicked on this video because I'm going to be talking about a very controversial topic in the fitness industry, and that is counting calories or counting carbs and which one you should focus on, which one leads to better results, and I'm going to give you guys my experience and kind of just talk about what I think works best for me and what maybe you should do too. But before that, make sure you are subscribed down below so you can see me every Friday, and also just give this video a like if you enjoy this video or if you keep wanting to see more. Before we get into this video, I wanted to rewind a little bit and put a couple of clips in from a couple days ago. I went to a grand opening of a restaurant and it was super fun because I got to talk to you guys about it and try out some of their food. So it was really exciting and I filmed that for you. So I am just going to roll those clips first. Alright, you know what time it is. It is outfit time, but let me move my studio light. That's kind of awkward. Okay, so what I am wearing today is this jacket. It's from a local store. It's called Runwell. I actually don't know if they're located everywhere, but there's one in my town, so I'm wearing that. It's just a really lightweight running jacket, and you can actually zip the sleeves off of it, and it makes a vest. And then I have on this Big River running tank and I just tied it, and then of course my Lilybod leggings. They are my fave, and then no shoes right now, but yeah. Alright, hey guys, so I wanted to show you, I've been driving, but I wanted to show you before I ate it. You can come in! So I wanted to show you guys what I eat for a snack on a low carb diet. I know I've mentioned these before, but these Atkins bars, they are vanilla pecan, and they are literally amazing. Even one of my coworkers had one of the little, they have like these milk chocolate caramel bites. Oh, but anyways, they have one of these milk chocolate caramel bites, and he had one and was like, oh my gosh, that is so good. So guys, you can always find a healthy alternative if you are craving chocolate.
Hey everybody!
This is my partner in crime slash boyfriend slash photographer slash I don't really like you. Alright, hey guys, I have to tell you, there you go. Hey guys, I have to tell you a story that just happened. So we just parked where the restaurant is and we were just going to get a bite to eat before the event, and I got in my car and like we parallel parked, and then there was this dog walker and I was like, oh my gosh, can I pet your dogs? And he's like, no. And I was like, what? And he goes, we're trying to teach them not to do that. And then I was like, my heart slowly broke, but then I was like, oh, I totally understand, but it's so sad. Hey Brandon, which one did you get?
Apple pie.
I got the Power Bowl, I think it is, and it's just an acai bowl with strawberries. But this place is so freaking cute. Alright, hey guys, I am back and I wanted to start talking to you about the topic of counting carbs or counting calories and which one you should do. But I have to make this, I do have to make this disclaimer. I am in no way, shape, or form a dietitian or a nutritionist or anything like that. I am just a real person with real results, and I want to share my experiences and share my tips with you guys, and that is my goal with you today. So honestly, take this with a grain of salt. If you want to do what I do, go for it. If not, please do your own research and consult a doctor. But I'm not going to be dissing one or the other because honestly, it's just what works for you and your preference. But it's almost just like if you come to a fork in the road and you need to choose between road A and road B, and they ultimately just come back to the same road. So it really doesn't matter. That is just kind of my stance on it, but I wanted to talk to you guys more about it. So with that, let's get right into it. Alright, starting off with counting calories. So counting calories can be very beneficial for people who need those carbohydrates in their life. Okay, this may sound super funny, but if you are just now getting into dieting, it can be really hard to follow the low carb diet because you are completely cutting out all of those sugars in your life. So that is very difficult, and it also leads to relapse, and that's not what you want. Like, both are completely different diets. Like, they are insanely different. Say if you were on a calorie diet, then if you eat a couple pieces of bacon, you are probably fulfilling at least half of the allowed calorie intake. But whereas if you are on the low carb diet, you can eat bacon constantly because that is such a big fat and it has no carbs. So you can be eating that on the low carb diet but not the low calorie diet. So that's where it gets a little fuzzy. You have to have a good perspective and eat the right calories. Not just calories, but the right calories. For example, if you eat a bag of the Lay's potato chips, it might have 100 calories in it, but if you were on the low carb diet, it would have about 20 grams of carbs in it. And honestly, that's where it doesn't work out for me because people think that it might not be a big worry and it's fine, you can eat chips, but that is not fueling your body at all. And I do like following the low carb diet because that is pretty much your whole intake of carbs a day. And who would want to live off of one bag of potato chips throughout the whole day? So honestly, that is just my perspective on it and how I feel about it. But let me read this off of here. They say if you are in the moderately active column of my age range, so say if I'm moderately active and I am 20 years old, then I should be intaking 2,000 calories a day. So if you wanted to lose weight, you would have to cut that down to about 1,400 to 1,500 calories a day to lose weight. So that would put you in a calorie deficit. Overall, it's not a bad diet to do. Just make sure you read up on it if that is something you are wanting to do because you may be able to eat more junk food. Like that is just my opinion with the low calorie diet because if you're on a low carb diet, you can only intake 20 grams of carbs a day, around that range. So honestly, a cookie is probably about 12 grams of carbs, which leaves you with 8 grams of carbs for the rest of the day. And yeah, that just pretty much talks for itself. That is really hard to do. But with anything, people have different results on different things. So if this is something you're interested in, then definitely give it a go. Alright, now on to a low carb diet. So a couple of videos ago, I filmed a strict 10-day diet and it was completely low carb. I was eating about 20 grams of carbs a day. If you haven't watched it, I will put it in one of the cards up here. Definitely go check it out if you are interested in dieting. From previous experience, I have found such good results from the low carb diet because it just leans your body out. And honestly, I just really like challenging myself and seeing what works best for me. So it's just fun for me. Another great thing about the low carb diet is that it is so good with balancing your blood sugar levels and also balancing your hormone levels. So that is pretty much why I do this diet, because in my updates video I talked about how I was getting hormonal acne. So I have tried and researched everything to try to get rid of it, and this was one of the diets they recommended, so that's why I've been doing this as well. But I have to tell you, I did read online that there were a couple risks involved. Honestly, with any other diet, there are risks involved, so please do your research before you do a hardcore diet. Some of the things I found is you would have headaches, bad breath, weakness, muscle cramps, fatigue, skin rash, and constipation and or diarrhea. Maybe TMI, but that's the reality. But again, just take care of yourself, start off slow, and just enjoy the process is all I can say. I'm not trying to persuade you to do one thing or the other because it's strictly your body, your lifestyle. It could be completely different than mine, so don't just go off what I say. But I wanted to leave you with this. According to Shape magazine, they conducted a study to compare people who counted calories and people who counted carbs, and they say after 6 months, people placed on low carb diets lost a lot more weight. Low carb dieters lose an average of 7 more pounds over the course of 6 months than counting calories. So with that, I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you guys again so much for watching. And if you enjoyed it, make sure you are subscribed and like my video. And that's all I have for you guys, so I will see you next Friday. Bye!